Sweet, savory, or spicy? Which Stubb's barbecue sauce is the best? The legendary flavor of the classic Dr. Pepper soda is mixed with the unique flavors of Stubb's barbecue sauce, with the hope of bringing the best of both worlds together in one bottle. The official distributor site, McCormick, recommends brushing it on pork, chicken, steaks, wings, ribs, or vegetables. The Dr. Pepper barbecue sauce is made with tomato puree, apple cider vinegar, brown sugar, molasses, onions, and spices such as black pepper. The condiment is also naturally flavored with hickory smoke, which should give the meat those much-wanted smoky notes. With the promise of Dr. Pepper's classic flavor in this barbecue sauce, we were surprised to find out that many reviews on Amazon note that it doesn't remotely taste like Dr. Pepper and is slightly vinegary in flavor. Other online reviews claim that this one is just okay, but very sweet with a rather peculiar aftertaste. The original is always the best, right? Well, perhaps not always. This classic barbecue sauce might not be the best brand flavor according to 48% of people, but a smaller percentage do consider it a favorite. Stubb's original barbecue sauce has a tomato and vinegar base, with aromas of sweet molasses and chipotle. There's also a strong vinegary note that brings all the flavors together. However, a review of Stubb's original barbecue sauce posted on the Meat Wave said the following of the eponymous sauce. There isn't much sweetness going on. Instead, you get the bite of vinegar followed by a wallop of heat, tasting mostly of sharp black pepper and smoky chipotle. The texture is described as very thin and coarse, which might work well when cooking with it, but enjoying it as a dip might ruin the experience. Once cooked, the flavor of tomatoes becomes really pronounced, and there is not much caramelization on the meat to be excited about. Do you like your barbecued meat with a subtle hint of honey? Many people do. That is, of course, unless you're a Tigger.
Yuck! Tigers don't like honey!
It's a known fact that honey acts as a tenderizer and breaks down larger proteins on the exterior of the meat. It also gives the meat a slightly sweet flavor in the process. Furthermore, honey is actually a good sugar substitute. Rocky Stubblefield, Stubb's grandson, helped to create Stubb's Sweet Honey and Spice Barbecue Sauce, which was created in honor of the sauce's 50th anniversary. That fact in itself makes this condiment a special one. But when push comes to shove, does its flavor deliver? The sauce is made with honey and warming spices such as cinnamon, allspice, and black pepper, which does sound like a tasty combo and might make you crave some grilled pork. Some reviews came in mixed, with many loving the sauce's heat with hints of sweetness, but some sharing that the taste is just plain bad. Taste of Home reports that they've tested this one on pork chops, chicken, and burgers, and the results aren't that great. The sauce came up short due to its runniness, imperceptible sweetness, and overpowering vinegar taste. Sugar, spice, and everything nice. These are the things little girls and Stubb's Sweet Heat legendary barbecue sauce are made of. Well, somewhat. The sauce may be a bit lacking in all of the above. Stubb's Sweet Heat barbecue sauce is more like brown sugar, spice, molasses, and aged chipotle chili sauce. The aromas are tangy and sweet and really not that hot, despite the heat in the name. However, online reviews say this sauce was a happy surprise. Pairing it with barbecue chicken, this marinade provides light caramelization without burning. The flavor is sweet and tangy at first, with the heat coming later, first in mild waves and becoming hotter as you continue eating. However, others felt that the sauce was overwhelmingly spicy and too similar to ketchup in flavor, but what really pushed them away from this sauce was the immense flavor of cumin and the lack of sweetness. Are you looking for something a little different in your bottle of barbecue sauce? Do you want to enjoy that extra kick with slightly boozy notes on your steak during your next summer barbecue party? Stubb's Hickory Bourbon Barbecue Sauce might be just what you're looking for. It promises a blend of Kentucky bourbon and smoky notes in a sauce that's based on tomatoes, molasses, bourbon, spices, and natural hickory smoke flavor. After all, that's how Stubb started, by filling empty bourbon bottles with his sauce and using hot peppers as stoppers. Reviewers online have noted several of its positive qualities, claiming that it complements chicken and ribs quite nicely. The sauce's flavor is tangy, deep, and possesses undertones of hickory smoke. Many people love the sauce with pulled pork or as a marinade for meat. Several reviews on Amazon agree that it strikes a nice balance between sweetness and tartness. Still, some said its slight aftertaste was similar to bananas and not particularly pleasurable, while others claimed its flavor just wasn't robust enough. So you're in the mood for some hearty barbecued pork ribs. This type of meat requires a shiny, thick, and sticky sauce, and it seems like Stubb's Sticky Sweet Barbecue Sauce is the answer. And bonus, it's more nutritious than you thought.
A hot dog.
Made with tomato puree, brown sugar, sweet molasses, onions, paprika, and hickory smoke, this sauce promises to deliver exceptional flavor to anything you throw on the grill, not just pork ribs. The reviews online vary from those that found it not bad and slightly thin due to the vinegar, to those that love its spicy kick and delicious sweetness. However, some reviewers assert that it's too spicy, while others praise its flavors, especially when used with pork ribs and pulled pork sandwiches. Due to the fact that this sauce is quite sweet, many cooks don't recommend using it on chicken and beef. There are days when regular barbecue sauce just won't do the trick. That's when we'd like something spicy with an extra kick that will potentially leave us slightly sweaty and give us that much-needed jolt of energy. And Stubb's Spicy Barbecue Sauce, the hottest of Stubb's line of sauces, promises to deliver just that. This condiment actually starts with Stubb's original sauce, adding habaneros, cayenne, and black pepper to amp up the spiciness. But does it also deserve to be on the list of spicy foods you need to try before you die? The Meat Wave reports that it has a basic aroma of tomatoes and vinegar, as well as hints of garlic, onions, and smoke. The texture is described as smooth, not too thin, and not too thick. Once consumed, the sauce has a mild burn, but only after some time, and the flavor can't really be described as hot, which makes it deserve a slightly above-average rating. It's no secret that most barbecue sauces produced today contain hefty amounts of added sugar. It's added to barbecue sauce because it balances the acidity of other common ingredients such as tomatoes and vinegar, but it also adds a layer of flavor. The amount of sugar depends on the brand, but it's usually a lot. However, Stubb's Simply Sweet Reduced Sugar Barbecue Sauce claims to be made with significantly less sugar than the other leading barbecue sauce brands, but still maintains its legendary flavor. The sauce is based on tomatoes, vinegar, molasses, and black pepper, and it's recommended to use it on pork, beef, and chicken.
Okay. But does it taste good?
Well, reviews online note that although the condiment has reduced sugar, the flavor is still there and can compete with the taste of regular barbecue sauces. People also love its reduced sugar flavor because they may be on a diet that restricts the intake of carbs and sugar, and it's especially praised as being good for those on the keto diet. It's a nice summer day, and you're grilling in your backyard on your gas grill, and you're wishing you could add a smoky flavor to your meat. However, there are no wood chips around to give the meat that desired smokiness. Luckily, a bottle of Stubb's Smoky Mesquite barbecue sauce can help by providing an extra smoky layer to your chicken, pork, or beef. The condiment achieves this by mixing together brown sugar, molasses, and a natural mesquite smoke flavor. Reviewers just love this sauce. It's used on bacon burgers, chicken, tofu, barbecue beans, and pretty much anything else you can slather it on. The online reviews describe the sauce saying, "It doesn't taste fake like a lot of barbecue sauces." Most reviews on Amazon also note that it's their favorite marinade due to its tangy and smoky flavors. We've also found it to be one of the best, if not the best, bottle that Stubb's has to offer, and it was a hard choice ranking it as second best. Now here's a flavor for those who love their barbecue sauces on the smoky and sweet side: Stubb's Smoky Brown Sugar Barbecue Sauce. The legendary sauce is made with the following: brown sugar, molasses, and natural hickory smoke flavor that are perfectly blended with a hint of black pepper. It's recommended to brush this one on ribs, wings, chicken, steaks, and pork. If we're to believe McCormick, it even goes great with baked beans, giving the dish a dose of much-needed sweetness and smoke. As many reviews on Amazon note, this Stubb's variety is made with high-quality ingredients that can be tasted in the sauce. It's described as characteristically sweet, but also a bit tangy, with a robust and rich flavor. Some people particularly like this flavor with pork dishes, using it for a seriously delicious way to make ribs. What's best, the condiment doesn't contain the notoriously unhealthy high-fructose corn syrup whatsoever, so people can enjoy this sauce without having to worry about serving it to their families. This sauce manages to achieve the perfect harmony of sweet and spicy, and as such, we found it only fitting to deem this thick and delicious sauce as the best of the bunch.